Charles Kuralt had a knack for reminding America of its human side. The CBS newsman died Friday in New York, but left his road trip tales as a legacy.
Welcome back to the Backstage Eyes. Today we uncover the shocking double life of Charles Kuralt, America's most trusted storyteller, a man whose warm voice and gentle spirit captured the heart of the nation for decades. Yet behind the scenes he was hiding a secret so explosive that it only came to light after his death. For nearly 30 years, Kuralt lived two completely different lives. He was the loyal husband and respected journalist millions admired on CBS. But at the same time, he was secretly supporting another woman and her children, giving her nearly $600,000, buying her land in Montana, and even raising her children as if they were his own, all while his wife remained unaware back home. This revelation turned the image of a beloved newsman upside down and left a legacy clouded in scandal. Kuralt was born on September 10, 1934, in Wilmington, North Carolina, though he wasn't raised there. His mother Ina only went there to give birth because it had a hospital. The family soon returned to her parents' farm in Onslow County, 100 acres of hard soil, no electricity, no indoor plumbing, water from a porch pump, and heat from wood stoves. But young Charles thrived. He made kites from newspaper and flour paste, carved slingshots from dogwood, and tickled Venus flytraps with straw. His childhood was simple, yet it planted the seeds of storytelling that would later make him famous. His family moved often, to Washington, North Carolina, then to Atlanta, before finally settling in Charlotte in the mid-1940s. There his father became head of social services for Mecklenburg County, and Charles discovered his passion for radio. At just 14, he was already announcing minor league baseball games and hosting a radio show. That same year, he won a national writing contest, and soon after, he won the Voice of Democracy Award, which took him to Washington, D.C., where he shook hands with President Harry Truman. This was no ordinary boy. This was the beginning of a storyteller who would one day be called America's Voice. Kuralt spent his summers in the tobacco fields, riding mule wagons with his grandmother to market, listening to stories about bandits and wagon guards, stories that stayed with him forever. They gave him a love for ordinary voices, for quiet lives filled with meaning. He grew up in the segregated South, witnessing inequality firsthand. His father's work as a social worker opened his eyes even more. Though he never preached politics, he used his journalism to give voice to the overlooked and the forgotten, something that became his calling card for decades. By the time he entered the University of North Carolina in 1951, Kuralt was already a star. He majored in history but lived and breathed radio, covering sports, writing editorials, and making documentaries that drew national attention. When CBS hired him in 1957, he was just 23 years old, the youngest correspondent in their history. His career exploded. He covered everything from the Kennedy-Nixon debates to the Cuban Missile Crisis, from the jungles of Vietnam to the marches in Selma. He put himself in danger more than once, narrowly escaping death while reporting on ambushes and war zones. But despite his success, he grew weary of the constant competition for headlines. In 1967, Kuralt pitched an idea that would change his life and television history forever. Instead of chasing politics and war, he asked to simply drive across America with a camera, telling the stories of ordinary people. CBS reluctantly agreed, and On the Road was born. For 25 years, Kuralt traveled over 1 million miles in beat-up motorhomes, interviewing maple syrup makers, jugglers, small-town teachers, old bricklayers, and forgotten drifters. He gave dignity to the overlooked. His calm storytelling became a refuge during times of protest, violence, and war. Millions tuned in for those brief moments of hope and humanity. He became a national treasure, a man people believed they truly knew. But while America trusted him, Charles Kuralt was quietly living a lie. In 1968, he met Patricia Shannon, a divorced mother of 3, and began a secret relationship that lasted 29 years. He paid for her homes, her children's education, and even built a cabin in Montana where they lived together as a family, all while his legal wife, Suzanne, remained in New York completely unaware. He signed letters to Patricia's children as Pop, gave them gifts, and visited every 2 to 3 weeks. He built not just a secret affair, but an entire second life. When Kuralt died on July 4, 1997, his secret surfaced just 16 days before his passing. He wrote Patricia a letter making sure she would inherit the Montana property. And at his funeral, Patricia walked in holding that letter, shocking his wife and the world. A bitter legal battle erupted over land worth hundreds of thousands. His daughters fought Patricia in court, but in the end, Patricia won. The Montana Supreme Court ruled in her favor, destroying the clean image of a man America thought it knew. And when Patricia later published her memoir, she revealed every hidden detail, exposing how Kuralt had not just fooled his wife, but had fooled millions who trusted him as America's voice of truth. Charles Kuralt's story is a reminder that even the most trusted faces can hide secrets deeper than we imagine. He gave America hope, but his private life revealed a man divided between duty, love, and deception. His legacy is both inspiring and haunting, leaving us to ask, how well do we really know the people we admire? Stay with the Backstage Eyes for more incredible true stories from behind the curtain of fame. And don't forget to subscribe to The Backstage Eyes and press the bell icon so you never miss the hidden truths that shape history.